Dror Shaul. Actually, I grew up in Yerushalayim in a non-religious family. And after the army, like many of my friends, I flew to India to see and search for something that I wasn't sure what it is exactly. Anyway, after trekking in the Himalayas for almost 3 months, I ended up in a place called Dharamsala. And I started to go and visit the different monasteries that they have and to meditate with them. And I stayed there for almost 8 months. I started my journey in India in 1994. When I came back to Israel a year and a half later, I started my journey in Judaism and learning Judaism. And finally I got to Chabad around 1997. Now, when I first understood a little bit about the Rebbe, I understood that the Rebbe wants us to find the place in the world in which we can be most effective in our shlichus. So I thought the best place for me will be to go back to India and to open a Chabad house in the same place where I was meditating before in Dharamsala. So a year after I got married, in the year of 2000, in Shushan Purim, we decided to go back to India. We wrote to the Rebbe and we got a beautiful blessing that we will be able to inspire the people over there, and they themselves will not be only students, but they will be also shluchim by themselves. So we had a tremendous bracha for one side. From the other side, the physical conditions were horrible. The water was polluted. We always had a stomach ache. We all became sick, and the food was very poor. There was no kosher system. We could eat hardly rice and lentils and potatoes and some kind of a bread that we made, a chapati bread, but there was nothing really to feed on over there. So we were becoming weaker and weaker every week. And also my wife was pregnant. It wasn't easy at all. We got back to Israel after 4 months. My wife was in the end of pregnancy. We had to lie down for 1 month. We were totally broken, physically broken. The parents of my wife feeded us for 1 month until we recovered. And we said to ourselves, it's an amazing place, Dharamsala, but it's impossible to do the shlichus over there. It's dangerous. Thanks God, my wife gave birth. My Chayamushka was born, and she was okay, but she had problems with breathing. And we said, okay, we'll settle in Rehovot, we'll settle in Israel, and we didn't know what to do with India. It was winter, and I get a phone call from a person that I never knew before. His name is Sam. He's telling me, are you the rabbi who did the amazing Seder last year in Dharamsala? So I said, yes. He said, okay, what are you doing now? How are you getting ready to do the next Seder? So I was embarrassed. I didn't know who I'm speaking with. He was talking in English. I told him, we're thinking about it. and then he said, I want to sponsor the Seder. Tell me how much it costs. A person calls you, you never met him, you never turned to him. Okay, after 2 days he's calling again, knew how much it will cost. So I told him the tickets, the matzahs, the renting of the place, only to do the Seder will cost $10,000. So he said, okay, I'll give you the 10,000. You go and do the Seder. So we felt that the Rebbe is pushing us to go back. But what we will do with Chayamushka? She's not feeling well. She's having inhalation and she's not breathing well. So my wife wrote to the Rebbe whether we should go or not. That's the situation with the baby. She was 4 months old. So the Rebbe said that, again, it's a letter that the Rebbe wrote to someone. The Rebbe said, people think that when they go on shlichus, they do a favor to the Rebbe. They don't understand the biggest favor, the biggest gift that a person can get in this world is to be a shliach of the Rebbe. And regarding the problem that you're saying with health problem, when you will do your work, everything will be fine. So we said, okay, we bought a ticket. We got a visa. The doctor said, you're crazy, you're going to India, it's a very polluted place, it's very dangerous for her, she's hardly breathing in Israel. We got the airplane, we landed in Delhi. Delhi is one of the most polluted cities in the world. The minute we landed in India, the problem was solved. Never came again. She never had any problems with breathing since then.